Good morning, children. So, this is the next part of electricity, part 4. In part 3rd, you have done Ohm's law and resistance. So, we will just repeat quickly what is Ohm's law and what are the different formulae. We know R is equal to V upon I, where R is resistance, V is potential difference and I is current. This R is resistance of the conductor. Now the second formula, V is equal to IR and I is equal to V upon R. So these are the three formulae from Ohm's law, and we can calculate resistance of a conductor, its PD or its current. If two are given, third can be calculated. So this is about Ohm's law and this is the resistance of the conductor. This resistance, as we know, it does not change with V or I. V or and I both, they do not affect the resistance of a conductor in a circuit, electric circuit. Suppose this is an electric circuit and this is a conductor or resistor. So this is the cell or battery. This will have some PD across its terminals. Suppose this is V and a current will pass through this. Suppose this current is I. Once V and I are there in the circuit and this resistor has the resistance, suppose R. This R will not change with V or I. They both together can adjust themselves, but the R, the resistance of this conductor is fixed. It does not depend on V and I. This is one thing, that is PD and current is not affecting the resistance. This is the inbuilt quality of the resistor or conductor. Then if these two are not affecting the resistance, then who is affecting the resistance? There are some properties or some situations which can affect the resistance. What are these? I have listed here. There are 4 things which can change or affect the resistance of a electrical circuit, of conductor of a circuit. What are these? First is length of conductor. Suppose this is a copper conductor, this is one and the other conductor is here. Both are of copper. The length of this one is more than this one. So R will be less in this and it is more in the lengthier wire of copper. What does it mean? It means that R is directly proportional to the length of the conductor. If length is more, R is more. If length is less, R is less. So length of the conductor, it affects the resistance of the conductor. So less length, less R, more length, more R. R is directly proportional to length of the wire. This is the first situation. The second, area of cross section. What is area of cross section? Suppose this is a wire. Then this will be the area of cross section, that is the thickness of the wire, and it is denoted by A. Meter square, the unit is meter square. So suppose this is a conductor or a wire with this area and the other is with the same length, but the area of cross section is less than this. It is thinner, it is thicker, then what will happen? The resistance of this will be more and of thick one will be less. What does it mean? That resistance, it is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the wire. It means if area is more, resistance will be less. If area is less, resistance will be more. That is, R is inversely proportional to 1 by A. A is area of cross section, which is equal to pi r. All of you know it is equal to pi r square. R is the radius and pi is pi 3.14. So this A is equal to pi r square. So now we know two things. R is proportional to L. R is inversely proportional to A. These two, they are affecting the resistance. Now the third one, about the material. Of which material this wire is made up of. So if it is a copper wire, suppose this is copper wire, and the same length and same breadth we have a wire of iron. What will happen? The resistance of both will be different. Copper will have less resistance, iron will have more resistance. Or a third wire of silver is there, then silver will have less even than copper. So the material of the wire, it affects resistance. Copper, iron, all the metals, they are conductors, but different metals show different resistance. This is the inbuilt quality and it depends upon its construction. How the atoms are arranged inside this metal and how many these free electrons are there. It depends on this. So the material also affects the resistance. These three things we know. And the fourth is temperature. Temperature, you know, affects resistance. If the temperature is constant, then V upon I ratio is a constant, which is resistance. You have learned it yesterday. So temperature also affects resistance, and these three situations, they also affect resistance. Now we have these two formula. If we combine both of them, then R will be equal to, R is proportional to L upon A. When we combine these two, this resistance will be equal to, will be proportional to L by A, length upon area. Suppose we want to change this sign of proportionality to the sign of equality. So we have to put some constant. So if this R is changed to the sign of equal, then we put this constant. What is this constant? This is known as rho. This is letter rho of Greek, and this rho is resistivity. This is known as resistivity of the material. So this rho is resistivity of the material. It is denoted by rho and its unit is omega m, and its unit is omega meter. Omega is resistance and m is unit of length, that is meter. Now what is this resistivity and what is the difference between resistance and resistivity? So one thing, resistivity is dependent upon the material. It is the quality of the material only. No other thing affects the resistivity except the material of the conductor, and also temperature, but the material and temperature, they only affect the resistivity of a material. Now we can define resistivity. It is the resistance of this cube. When we are saying it is the resistance, then a special resistance should be this, and it is also known as specific resistance. So resistivity is also known as specific resistance of a meter cube material. What does it mean? That is, the length should be 1 meter and area of cross section should be 1 meter. Then this cube will have resistivity which will be equal to resistance. So this is special resistance or specific resistance, and it only depends upon the material of the conductor, while resistance, it depends upon so many things. Its unit is omega m, its unit is only omega. So this is the difference between resistivity and resistance. So this is about resistivity and resistance, and this is a small figure showing relation between resistance, current and voltage or PD. It is a funny figure. What this is showing, this is the conductor and these electrons are flowing in this direction. So this show the flow of current. Now what happens, this V is pushing these electrons to flow. V is a force which push the electrons in the conductor to flow. But this is resistance. Resistance is the obstruction. Resistance does not want the electrons to flow or the current to flow, and it hampers the flow of electrons or flow of current. So it tied this conductor pushing upwards so that current may not flow. So this R, it is obstructing the flow of current, and V is pushing the current to flow in this direction. So this is a little funny figure to show the relation between R, I and V. Yesterday we have learned this Ohm's law also. So this is the graph of Ohm's law. This is on this axis, V is there, on this I is there, and these are graph of slope of this graph, they show resistance. If there are two, these type of questions are asked in exams. So this one will have high resistance and this one will have low resistance if V is on this axis and I is on this axis. Suppose the axes are changed, V on this and I on this, then this is also changed. This will have low and this will have high. You remember this thing? And this graph show the Ohm's law. So this is about resistivity and resistance. Now we do one or two numericals based on resistance. And this resistivity is highest of insulators, then comes the semiconductors, then comes the alloys, and then comes the conductors. So this is the order of resistivity, that is, conductors have or metals have least and insulators have most. In between comes semiconductor and then alloys. That is, alloys have more resistivity than metals, this has more, and insulators, they have most resistivity. This is the order. So this is how resistivity and resistance are there. Then I will write a numerical. based on resistivity, and we'll solve this also. We have formula. First I will write the formula. R is equal to rho L by A. R is in ohm. This is rho, resistivity, length and area. So this resistivity will be, this will be the formula for resistivity, or rho RA by L. From this is derived. So these are the two formula. And what is the numerical? Numerical is resistance of a metallic wire is 26 ohm. Its length is 1 meter. Temperature is 20 degree Celsius. Diameter of wire is 0.3 millimeter. We have to calculate resistivity of this wire. So these are data given. Resistance of the wire 26 ohm, L 1 meter, temperature 20 degree centigrade, diameter 0.3 millimeter. What is the resistivity? So we will take this formula. So we will write resistivity will be equal to 26, which is R. A is 0.3 mm. First we have to convert it into meter. So how this will convert into meter? It will be equal to 0.3 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter, or we can write 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. This if this is omitted, then 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter. This is diameter, not the radius. This is diameter. So we will write into pi. For A we will write pi r square, or we will write pi d square upon L. We will write 26 into 3.14 into what is D? D is 10 raised to power 4 square. It is D square. So this is this. Now we want to convert this D into R. So it will be half. So it should be divided by 2 square, half square, and L is 1. So what we get? We get 26 into 3 into 1/4. This is 1/4 into 3 into 10 raised to power minus 4 square whole square divided by 4. 4 is this. So this is the equation. And if we calculate this, you should get the answer. Rho is equal to 1.84 into 10 raised to power minus 6 ohm meter. This is the answer of this question. You calculate by yourself. This is showing that the resistivity of the metal is so low, to the power minus 6. So the resistivity is very less, and if we see from the table in our book, this resistivity is of manganese. The metal manganese show this one resistivity. So with this formula we can calculate the resistivity. Or if you don't want to put half here, you can half it right now. Instead of 3, you can write the radius will be 1.5. So 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 square. You can do like this also. then you don't have to write this 4 here. So this is how you calculate. Now I have given 2-3 numericals on resistivity. I will post on this WhatsApp group. You do those numericals and send me the answers. So this is about resistivity and resistance for today. You watch this video again and again and write the comments on WhatsApp. You write me whether you are following or not following. And if we are writing, if I am writing something on WhatsApp, you should reply those queries. Once Shrey has written, yeah, I do not understand this resistance. Then I have written 2-3 questions, but then he didn't answer me. So how should I know what you are understanding, what you are not understanding? So write on WhatsApp what you want me to do. I can again repeat this Ohm's law and resistance if you all want me to do that. So this is about the resistivity. Thank you.